A call to transform your mind. Stop. Stop right now and ask yourself an honest question. How many times today have you allowed a negative thought to rule your mind? How many times this week have you surrendered to the destructive inner dialogue that whispers impossibilities in your ears? How many times this month have you fed the venomous serpent of doubt that devours your dreams before they can even bloom? My friend, the time has come to face a truth that can either liberate your soul or condemn it forever. You are living in a prison you built yourself, brick by brick, thought by thought, word by word. The bars of this prison are not made of iron. They are made of mental patterns you have accepted as absolute truth. They are made of internal conversations you allow to echo in your mind like a cursed echo that never ceases. And the key to this prison has been in your hands for a long time. But you chose to ignore it. You chose to accept mediocrity as your destiny. You chose to believe you are a victim of your circumstances. Enough. The universe did not create you to be a slave to thoughts that do not serve your greater purpose. You did not come to this world to live in fear, in doubt, with the constant feeling that you are not enough. You are heir to a force that shapes worlds. You carry within yourself the same power that moves the stars and makes the oceans dance. But this power remains dormant while you feed the beast of negativity. Listen to me carefully. The most important battle of your life does not happen in the outer world. It happens on the battlefield of your mind. And in this battle, you have been your own worst enemy. Every negative thought you entertain is a betrayal of your natural greatness. Every moment you spend doubting your potential is a moment stolen from your glorious destiny. But today can be different. Today you can choose to awaken from the sleep of unconsciousness and take absolute command of your mind. The question that echoes through the centuries is this: will you continue being a beggar in your own life, or will you claim the throne that is yours by divine right? The time to decide is now. Let me share with you a secret that the great masters of history knew, but which has been hidden from the masses for generations. Your mind is like a sacred garden. And just like any garden, it will produce exactly what you plant in it. If you plant seeds of doubt, you will harvest fruits of failure. If you plant seeds of fear, you will harvest fruits of limitation. If you plant seeds of negative thoughts, you will harvest a life of misery and mediocrity. And here is the revelation that will change your life forever. You have the absolute power to choose what to plant in your mental garden. Napoleon Hill discovered, through decades of studying humanity's greatest successes, that there exists a fundamental law that governs all creation, the law of mental attraction. This law works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without exception. It does not rest, it does not take vacations, it simply works. And it works like this. Your dominant thoughts become your dominant reality. Think about it. Every great fortune began as a thought in someone's mind. Every invention that changed the world began as an idea. Every loving relationship began as a feeling. And every failure, every defeat, every wasted life also began as a thought pattern. Do you want to know why some people seem to attract success like a magnet, while others repel everything good that approaches them? The difference is not in their education, not in their social background, not in their luck. The difference lies in the habitual content of their thoughts. The true conquerors of this world learn to discipline their mind like a general disciplines his army. They do not allow undisciplined thoughts to march through their consciousness without order or purpose. They establish themselves as vigilant guardians of their own mind. And you can do this too. But first, you need to understand a fundamental truth that most people never grasp. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. This is the key that opens all doors. When you identify with every thought that passes through your mind, you become their slave. But when you rise to the position of observer, you become their master. Imagine your mind as a mighty river. Negative thoughts are like logs and debris floating in the current. Most people jump into the river and cling to the debris, being carried away by the current. But the wise man positions himself on the bank, observes, and consciously chooses which log to jump on, if any at all. This is the difference between living reactively and living proactively. This is the difference between being a victim of your thoughts and being the architect of your destiny. If this message is echoing in your soul, if you feel these words were written specifically for you, then demonstrate your gratitude by sharing this revelation with someone you know needs to hear this. Subscribe to receive more wisdom that can transform your life. Because when you plant seeds of wisdom in others' lives, you multiply your own harvest of blessings. Now, allow me to reveal the exact method to silence negative thoughts forever. First, become a sentinel of your own mind. Establish mental checkpoints throughout the day. Ask yourself, what kind of thoughts am I feeding right now? Second, when you identify a negative thought, do not fight against it. Remember, what you resist persists. Instead, simply acknowledge its presence and consciously replace it with its positive opposite. Third, create an arsenal of powerful affirmations and recite them with emotion and conviction. Not like a parrot reciting empty words, but like a warrior declaring victory before the battle. Fourth, feed your mind daily with content that elevates your consciousness. Read books that inspire. Listen to words that strengthen. Associate with people who radiate positivity. Fifth, practice gratitude as a sacred ritual. Gratitude is the most powerful antidote against negativity. It is impossible to be grateful and negative at the same time. And here is the secret of secrets. Transformation does not happen overnight. It happens thought by thought, choice by choice, day by day. Every time you choose a positive thought over a negative one, you strengthen the muscle of your will. Every time you replace doubt with faith, you build a brick in the foundation of your new life. Nature knows no haste, yet everything is accomplished, and so it will be with you. Now comes the moment of truth, the moment for you to choose who you really are. Will you continue being a slave to thoughts you did not consciously plant in your mind? Or will you rise up and take command of your mental life with the authority of a king in his own kingdom? I cannot make this choice for you. No one can. This is a decision only you can make, and you must make it now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, now, because every second you delay this decision is a second stolen from your greatness. Rise up. Declare war on the thoughts that have sabotaged your dreams. Become the general of your own mental army. Establish iron discipline over what you allow to enter and remain in your mind. Be relentless in protecting your sacred mental space. You have the power. You have always had the power. You were born with this power. But power without action is just wasted potential. The life you desire, the person you dream of being, the success you crave, all of this is waiting on the other side of your decision to master your mind. You want proof that this works? Look at every great leader, every innovator, every champion who has ever lived. They all discovered this secret and applied it religiously. They were not superhuman. They did not have special powers that you don't have. The only difference is that they chose to exercise dominion over their thoughts, while most people choose to be dominated by them. But you are not like most people. You would not be able to recognize this truth if you did not have within you the seed of greatness. This seed is ready to germinate. It is waiting only for you to provide the fertile soil of a disciplined and positive mind. So make this sacred commitment to yourself now. I am the absolute master of my mind. I consciously choose every thought I allow to reside in my consciousness. I feed only thoughts that serve my greater good and the good of humanity. I am the architect of my destiny and the captain of my soul. Repeat this. Engrave it in your heart. Make it your personal creed. And then live according to it. Because your life is waiting for you on the other side of your limiting thoughts. Your purpose is waiting for you beyond your doubts. Your greatness is waiting for you beyond your fears. And the world is waiting for the unique gift that only you can give, but which will remain hidden as long as you allow negative thoughts to govern your inner kingdom. If these words have ignited a flame in your heart, if you feel this message reached you at the exact moment you needed to hear it, then honor this gift you have received. Share this wisdom with someone who is struggling in the darkness of their own limiting thoughts. Subscribe to continue receiving powerful tools for your transformation. Because when you become a source of light for others, you multiply your own luminosity. The time for transformation is now. The hour of victory is now. The moment to claim your greatness is now. There are no more excuses, no more delays, no more "when I'm ready." You are ready. You have always been ready. Now, begin. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones, and the man who transforms his life begins by choosing one thought at a time. For in the fortress of the disciplined mind lies the power to move not only mountains, but to move destiny itself. Your transformation begins with the next thought you choose. Choose wisely, choose powerfully, Choose now.